We did indeed. We are indeed.
We are indeed. There is quite a lot to kind of discuss. We haven't spoke about it for a few weeks. Last time we spoke,
it was at Maximus Hall, going to Unlimited Motorsports.
Yeah.
And since then, quite a few bits and bobs have happened. We'll start.
I've acquired a bowling shirt.
He has acquired a bowling shirt. Finally decided he wants to put it on. Yeah. What team is it for?
Team Hard.
Team Hard, yeah.
Yeah.
No controversy there at all.
No.
To do with Team Hard.
Of course not.
But to start with, the first port of call, we'll go with
car changes.
Car. Firstly, Chris Marley.
Oh.
Obviously sticking with restart. Don't you I feel like didn't he own the team or something? I don't know. What we do know is no Cupra for restart next year.
No, they've ditched the Cupras, which I think was about time.
In the wake of
no, not 16 Cupras.
In the wake of this potential Vortex Racing.
Yeah.
There is now. In the wake of them, there is now. Well, them switching over to Hyundais.
Yeah, they are switching over to Hyundais, which is an interesting one. You know, obviously you saw Accelerate. With the Hyundais.
Which won't will they still exist next year?
Accelerate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're running Team Virtue for Chilton and Ingram.
Yeah, Accelerate exists. I think they're splitting in two.
I think that's what it's like. BMW, they're splitting in two.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll be 6 Hyundais on the grid next year, assuming all goes as it should.
That's a lot of Hyundais. Can we see a restart up at front then, maybe?
I think Chris Smiley, for one, obviously he's got the Honda experience at BTC. Yeah. Definitely.
And he's had the Hyundai experience before.
Has he?
Yes.
You know the recent history more than me.
Yeah, he has had the Hyundai experience before.
And
don't quote me on that.
I really do like Chris Smiley as a driver, though. I think he's quite fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully they will be kicking around. And still I've got no clue who could be the second driver.
No, because...
But I have an idea.
Go on.
Daniel Lloyd, if he can get the funding together. If you want a top front-running driver, alongside Chris Smiley, who was also a good front-running driver, Dan Lloyd, he's a shout.
He is a shout. I do agree with that. He is a big shout.
Yeah, so we'll go with that. I think that's plausible. But I think they'll be very good with the Hyundais. I think I think they'll definitely be up there. Yeah. I thought originally this might mean that that Accelerate are only going to run Chilton and Ingram. No, but already been proven wrong by that.
So they lost Nick Halstead.
Yeah, Nick Halstead announced he's leaving. I believe if I think personally he's going to still be involved in touring car, but not as a driver. You know, more behind the scenes stuff. Maybe in management.
I'm in the opposite, thinking he's going to go by himself and run his own team.
He could very well do that. He's probably welcome to do that.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, Halstead announced he was going, which has freed up a spot for Adam Morgan, who has signed for Hyundai after leaving BMW after the Sicily Motorsports deal ran out.
Yeah, and assuming Dan Zelos is still going to be there, assuming he'll be in that fall seat.
BMW could have a very scary lineup next year, and this lineup for Hyundai is a good. I think they've got a good shot at being able to keep them on par. So now it's all in Ford and Toyota's hands of. Who do they bring to the table? Because BMW made a signing as well.
Yeah. Now, we spoke about this one last time, obviously. Unlimited Motorsport.
Signed Max Hall. Still had a spot open. Yeah. Wasn't sure if it was going to be Darryl De Leon. It's not Darryl De Leon.
He's going to BMW.
He's going to BMW.
I nearly said he's going to Mercedes.
He's not going to Mercedes. De Leon's going to WSR. That is a very...
Turkington and De Leon lineup.
Turkington, well, it'll be Hill... Well, yeah, it'll be Turkington and De Leon.
Yeah.
And then for Team MB, it'll be Hill and potentially it's Aidan Moffat.
Potentially.
Very potentially.
I see Moffat in them colours, obviously, loads of tools used with that.
Yeah. Now, that would be a very scary lineup.
Oh, mate, you got the old greats. He's not really old, but one of the greats, a touring car.
Yeah, Turkington. With 4 titles.
Yeah,
with the reigning champion.
Yeah. With the reigning champion.
De Leon, who's one of the...
young gun. De Leon.
Yeah, the young upstart.
Yeah.
And Moffat, who's a
decently strong driver.
Well, he's a bit of a... I don't know, from it, we've heard he wasn't happy with how things were going at Toyota.
Yeah.
So making that move. So, is that enough to beat that Hyundai lineup? I think so.
I reckon it could be, because De Leon.
Yeah.
WSR car, amazing.
Yeah, very much rate. I think BMW might have the best lineup of drivers going into next season. Apologies.
Coffin's back.
Yeah, it's cold season. Then there's also, whilst I find them quickly, should have already had them up, but I didn't.
Should have already had them up.
The TBL licenses got announced, which I believe what they kind of do is kind of announce, well, who can run a car.
Yeah.
So there's 24 of them allocated for this year, which means I'm guessing that means there'll be 24 cars. The highlights are still Speedworks have 4 Toyotas. With Watson leaving, I don't know where Watson can go now.
No.
Unless he could go to, if LKQ stick together.
Maybe.
But I think Watson could very well be off the grid.
Because it goes back to Power Max.
Potentially, yeah. I think that Toyota seat's opening up for Ronan Pearson.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it's heading.
Something.
I feel like something's going for this new Vortex.
True.
If they manage to make the grid, which still haven't heard much about it.
True.
So
there is a One Motorsport license.
there are 2 One Motorsports, which I think Vortex, that means they'll either use 2 of Speedworks or use these One Motorsport ones which still exist.
Oh, could that mean we see the Hondas back?
Otherwise, the Hondas could be back, and you know who
see the Hondas back?
Yeah, you know who could be joining them?
Me.
Josh Cook.
Oh,
You're not as good as Josh Cook. Josh Cook is much better than you at driving.
I just want to see the Hondas back.
For Josh Cook could be their top or first driver. He would be the first one I would be picking.
Oh, you're coughing. I'm yawning. Good start.
But yeah, I think Toyota as well. I doubt they'll run 4 cars. I feel like with Moffat going to going to BMW potentially. I feel like it's him. He will be gone, and Cook won't have because I believe part of his seat's been paid.
4 cars last season,
Only 3. They were going to run Bobby Thompson, but he couldn't get the funding.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Bobby Thompson, I don't think he'll be on the grid either.
Do you reckon Moffat could hit a Zeus Cloud BMW then?
I think Zeus Cloud was the problem.
True.
They were the one that screwed Bobby Thompson over.
True.
Allegedly. Probably. I believe so. But yeah, or Bobby Thompson could go to Toyota if he can get his funding together.
I could just kind of didn't count him at all.
Yeah, well...
I think I counted in my predictions.
Yeah, I think it's more the funding problem. Same with like Dan Lloyd, I think.
Yeah.
That's where the issues lie, but...
At the minute, we're thinking the gamble that we predicted.
The gamble might be off. I mean, it depends if he even wanted to go do touring car this year. But I think it's very possible Toyota only run 2 cars, and with Huff and Pearson.
Yeah.
Vortex could take those 2, and One Motorsports could be back, and then we're back up again.
We'll back up.
We'll be so back. But is that everything that's happened?
I keep yawning.
Is that all have we finally caught up with the touring?
We have finally caught up. Obviously, there's the WSR announcement this weekend.
Yeah, which could be Moffat.
On the 17th.
Yeah, 13th.
17th.
Is it 17th? I will find it whilst Harvey keeps talking.
I'm pretty sure it is the 17th.
I think...
Because the 13th will be tomorrow. And why would they announce it on a Friday? That's Friday. Yeah, never mind. It could be tomorrow. It could be on the 17th.
It's not on the story, so I can't find it. So it could be tomorrow, but it's the 12th as we're recording it, and currently there's no announcement going out. It is currently...
Stop yawning.
2:15.
2:15.
And Harvey's seeing it for the weekend, you know. He's getting ready for...
Yeah.
He's ready for the weekend.
I'm ready for bed, mate. There's no motorsport on now till April.
Yeah, he's going to hibernate.
March, February.
Daytona's the end of January for me.
Oh yeah, Daytona. I might have to watch Daytona this year, maybe.
Depends how much you need your motorsport fix.
True.
But that is it from us for this week. Finally, after 2 weeks,
we're back.
We're back. Only for we'll be back next week, and there'll be another gap, and then we'll be back in the new year. We don't have the studio.
I have plans.
He has plans, so we may very well be back over the Christmas holidays.
Potentially.
But if not, it will be in the new year. But we've still got another episode to go.
We're getting higher pitch.
You're getting higher pitch. But that is it from me and Harvey this week. You can see us at LH_TalkSpinSport on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and whatever it is on Twitter.
At Talk SNS X sort yourselves out. It wouldn't be a podcast if I didn't.
Yeah,
X.
but that is it from us this week, and we'll be back next week.